Tony Daunt, the Honorable Tony Daunt, is on our AT&T line right now, Executive Director of the Michigan Freedom Fund and a member of the Michigan Board of Canvassers. Welcome to the program, sir, and nice to hear your voice again.
Well, thank you. Good morning, and same to you.
This was an interesting weekend for the Michigan Republican Party. I wondered with what level of interest were you watching the election of Ron Weiser and his co-chair there, Michon Maddock?
Well, I am a member of the state committee from the 4th District, and was reelected in a landslide earlier in the week. Judy Rapanos does a great job of running the 4th District, and nobody had any competition. So it was she does such a great job keeping everybody together, and so I was paying attention, watched the speeches, the nominating speeches, and then kind of paid attention to the results. But, it seemed like it was, despite what had happened over the last couple of days leading into the election, that Ron still seemed to have the upper hand, and in fact turned out that way. And so, let's see what happens. I think there's some work that needs to be done bringing the party together. And obviously, with the Secretary of State and the Attorney General looking into things, I'm interested to see how that plays out.
The likes of Barb Byram, the Ingham County Clerk, and, of course, Mark Brewer, who doesn't miss a chance either, have been sort of piling on, wondering what went on there and whether it was all cricket or not, for lack of a better word. But you at the Michigan Freedom Fund have found something that may not be very cricket at all, and it has to do with the Michigan State Police. Yeah,
absolutely. And, thanks to some really fantastic reporting by Paul Egan at the Detroit Free Press, bringing this to light, we've been able to share it with our followers and now here on this radio program. But through the course of a federal lawsuit, it was found out that at least 5, if not up to 20, and I'm sure more when you think about it, individuals at the Michigan State Police were using an app called Signal, which fully encrypts text messages. And, of course, that flies in the face of our FOIA laws and the ability of the public to see what our elected officials and appointed public government officials are up to. And it's quite a scandal. It's definitely leaves a lot of questions as to what are they discussing? What's now hidden from the Michigan State Police? And on top of that, we've heard nothing but crickets from the governor's office and others in senior levels of the government about what other departments or individuals are using this. When you look at the fact that key leaders of the Michigan State Police were using this, it certainly makes you wonder what other individuals, is MDHS using it? It's very concerning, and the governor hasn't said really a peep about it, and it makes me very skeptical about the fact that this is contained just to the Michigan State Police.
Well, isn't it fair to presume that the Michigan State Police would not want ne'er-do-wells to be able to hack into their communications, and so therefore they use a scrambling system like Signal?
That is a valid question, and there could be some valid uses of an app like this. But the concern is that they're just doing it without proper authorization, and there should be some sort of retention program in place so that in the instance of a lawsuit like this, those records can be accessed appropriately through court order or otherwise, because if they're talking about things related to this federal lawsuit, which was related to a staffing issue, a personnel issue, what else are they using it for? And that certainly does not strike me as something that's a huge security concern, what your personnel decisions are.
What happens next?
Well, hopefully, and as I said, Paul Egan's been doing a great job, and Senators Barrett and Runstead in particular have been doing a great job trying to get some answers out of the Michigan State Police. Would like to see, them get to the bottom of this and keep the heat up, and would really be nice if this governor, who made transparency such a huge part of her opening couple of months as governor, if she would face some questions about this and let us know, are other people using this? And if so, why? And let's get to the bottom of this.
By the way, I saw, is it a meme? Is that what it's called when there's a picture that goes around viral on social media with a joke usually attached?
Yes,
Okay.
I think sometimes meme, but meme usually, yeah.
Meme. Okay. Well, this one is a picture of the governor, Gretchen Whitmer, smiling with snowy bushes behind her, and it says, "Congratulations, Florida Realtor of the Year."
That's a good one. I wish I could claim credit for that one.
Front Lines of Freedom is where you can find Tony Daunt at the Michigan Freedom Fund. You can get involved, you can donate, you can participate. He is elected and moving on up.